The three little birds were very excited because their brothers and sisters were about to be born. Suddenly, the eggshell cracked, and 3 baby snakes popped out. The 3 little birds were shocked. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Through the peephole, the 3 little birds saw a big, injured python. It turned out that not long ago, while their father wasn't paying attention, the little birds had secretly taken 3 eggs and played a game of saving the eggs with the other 2 birds. But at that moment, the eggs accidentally got washed into the ocean. The 3 little birds paddled on a wooden board and chased after the eggs. Soon, they reached the eggs. The birds excitedly picked up the eggs. But just then, a whale surfaced. The water spout from the whale shot the eggs out, and they landed right on a cloud. The little birds were scared and started to cry. But the other 2 birds suddenly thought of a way. They grabbed the little bird's beak and began to blow air into it. Soon, the little bird's body grew bigger and bigger. Then they grabbed a piece of seaweed and tied it around the little bird's beak. With that, they took off, riding on the little bird. The 3 little birds flew higher and higher, but they stretched out their wings and couldn't catch the eggs. The birds tried to untie the seaweed but couldn't. They cried in frustration. Then, they found themselves in outer space, drifting out of the solar system, passing through an asteroid belt, and finally arriving in front of a man-made satellite. The seaweed got caught on the satellite's antenna, which helped release the air from the little bird. After bouncing off the satellite's wings, the 3 little birds were sent back. They plunged rapidly, turning into 3 fireballs as they passed through the atmosphere, just missing the eggs. They landed on a coconut tree and were launched again, landing right on a cloud. The 3 little birds each held an egg and landed on the ground. The eggs flew out again and rolled down the coconut tree into the nearby bushes. The birds chased after them and saw a huge python with the 3 eggs resting on its head. To get the eggs back, the 3 little birds fought with the python. Soon, they managed to retrieve the eggs and safely place them back in the baby crib. However, they had taken the wrong eggs. The python mother, leaning on a cane, knocked on the door. The little birds had to open it. Under the python mother's watchful eyes, the birds nervously took out the bag from behind them, unzipped it, and out came the 3 baby snakes. The snake mother's eyes softened as she saw her babies. She then took out the 3 little birds. Using her tail, she untied the safety straps from the birds and began a trade. The misunderstanding was finally resolved perfectly.